Hi, I'm Liz and welcome back. Today we will talk about 5 things that gets in our way of decluttering. Thank you for joining me today, and remember to like my page if you're on Facebook, or follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Also remember to share this video with friends or family if you think that it can bless somebody else too. So the big question is, how do women like us, who are wearing so many different hats each day, and who don't cheat by looking like we have everything under control, take back our homes and life, free from the chains of clutter? How do we simplify, get started, get unstuck, let things go and create more time, so that we can truly focus on what is essential for a happy and healthy life with our loved ones? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Liz Tenton, and welcome to the Vanilla Essence Show. So let's talk about those 5 things that gets in our way of decluttering. Number 1, if you don't believe that you can do it, you most probably won't be able to do it. I mean, it's already so damn hard to get going. I cannot imagine trying to do something if you don't even believe that you can do it or that it is possible. A man named Oral Roberts once said that if you can see the invisible, you can do the impossible. And the same with us and decluttering. If you can see the invisible, if you can imagine your decluttered home, if you can imagine your kitchen with kitchen counters that are clean, an uncluttered living space with nothing lying around, if you can visualize that, then it is possible. So it is very important for us to get our minds right. We can change, and we can change what we believe. We just need to take that first step. Number 2, we tend to focus on the big picture instead of what is right in front of us now. Now, I mean, anybody will get overwhelmed if they stare at the big picture, at all the clutter that is facing them and everything that they need to do. That is a sure way to make sure that you don't start to declutter. So the secret is to take your eyes off of that big picture and to focus what is in front of you right now. As I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, we have to choose one thing, one area, one space to start with, and usually a space that is not so cluttered and that does not make you feel so overwhelmed. And by focusing just on that one space and finishing that space first, we will build the confidence and the momentum that we will need to finish the whole job. And number 3, we want it to be perfect. But that is actually just an excuse not to get going. That is us procrastinating. In my online course, Declutter Pro Insider Secrets, we discuss perfectionism on day 10, and I would like to quote from that course. So I'm just going to read off my notes. We need to remove the need for perfection. Whether you require perfection from yourself or others, you can bet on one sure thing: feeling disappointed and miserable. Perfection doesn't really and truly exist. It's no more than a theoretical idea that can never be attained by you or others. And I continue. When you demand perfectionism from yourself, you can never be happy with yourself. This is a perfect way to always be disgruntled and resent yourself. Setting impossible expectations can never lead to satisfaction. Be kind to yourself and realize that your best efforts is enough. Spend today relieving yourself of the need to be perfect. Write down any insights or habits you have that you hold in high regard, which may be a standard not you or anybody else can ever meet. Consider it well that maybe your view of decluttering has been tainted by other people's expectations of how a home should look like, feels like, or be decluttered. Start small and make your way to a decluttered home. Do it in a way that makes you feel good and throw off all expectations created by other people's expectations and your need for attaining perfection. And then number 4, guilt. We feel guilty about the money that we've spent on the stuff in our homes, stuff that we don't need, stuff that we don't really want anymore, or stuff that is not adding any value to our lives. Maybe some of the stuff is a gift that we received from family or friends, but we don't really particularly like it. But because we don't want to offend the person, we just keep on holding on to this stuff. And some of us may be hanging on to stuff that has been passed down from the family, heirlooms. And that one can be a really tricky one and can really make us or keep us in bondage to guilt. Now, all that this is doing is it is preventing us from living the life that we really want, of living a life of more with less stuff. That money is already spent. You cannot do anything about that, but you can make a decision and ensure that you spend the money that you will be spending in the future wisely. Number 5, time. We never have time to declutter. We are always too busy. There are always something more important to do. But the truth is that if something is really important to us, we will get it done. For example, if you really, really want to have a cup of coffee with a certain friend, you will make sure that you make time to meet up with that friend for that cup of coffee. So it boils down to what is truly important to us are the things that we prioritize in our lives. And we should start prioritizing decluttering our homes as well, because clutter has such a negative effect on our lives. And I think if more people are aware of the negative effect of clutter on our lives, our relationships, and our health, they would prioritize and move it up on their priority list much more. See, we all have the same amount of time. We just all choose to use it differently. And remember, another thing with time is we don't have to tackle everything at once. We can break the task up into smaller, manageable pieces. In my online course, The Declutter Pro Way, I talk about blitzes in the Declutter Pro Accelerator. Now, blitzes are especially for people that feels like they never have time to declutter. Now, a blitz is you choose how much time you have available. Say, for example, you have 10 minutes and you want to declutter the kitchen. Then you go to the blitzes, you type in 10 minutes kitchen, and then it will show you what you can declutter in your kitchen for 10 minutes. So there are ways of working around never having time. And another way is that schedule time in your planner to declutter and stick to that appointment. Now, thanks again for joining me today. And remember to like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and share it with your friends and family if you think it can bless them as well. Also remember to join me again tomorrow when I will talk more about how to get motivated to declutter.